Hi guys, this is Serkat. There's a face today and a different corner of my place. In this video, I will be talking to you about Board Game Business Expo. Board Game Business Expo is basically similar, I think, to Tokyo Game Market, but it's happening in my place of the woods, which is here in Osaka. It will be the weekend, which is like the end of January. So from January 31st and February 1st. So that's Saturday and Sunday. It's actually my first time going to Board Game Business Expo. And I'm very excited. And I have an idea of what to expect, but also I don't really know. I hope to help you a little bit with how to navigate this convention. I understand that if you don't really speak Japanese, it could be a bit overwhelming. I have their website here, and they do have an English section where they explain a bit more about their convention. They have the tickets as well that you can buy already, and they use a hashtag. They have this year BGBE Japan, but the one that most people use is the BGBE 2026. And a lot of the information, if you want to follow along, it will be on Twitter. Twitter is like, I think, perhaps the most popular social media platform here in Japan. So on their website, they have a page where they're listing all the exhibitors and they're linking to their Twitter pages or sometimes their web pages. But they're also using this other website called Bear Cool. And in that one, there is like this section that has all the, not all of them, but it has a lot of board games. And that's the thing. I felt that not necessarily every game that will be on sale is featured on that Bear Cool. So sometimes maybe you do have to go through the Twitter profiles of every exhibitor. But anyway, the Bear Cool is a good website to get started and have an idea of what games are out there. I have made your life easy by basically creating these lists on Pinterest, linking to all the different game entries that are specifically for games that have English rules either within the game itself or online, like on Board Game Geek. I'm gonna go through maybe some of the ones that I look forwards that I am anticipating to probably buy. So I have this section which of games I'm anticipating to buy, and then also I would say a section of games that I already have, but they are in the Board Game Business Expo. And I think I've made videos for like very few of them. I really need to get around to making more videos. But if there's any of them that you kind of want to see before the convention or just want to see in general, like let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about them. But yeah, let's get started with the games I am anticipating to buy. And first up, we have Identity. Identity was actually in the top 10 best small board games for 2025 of Thinker and Themer. And in general, I really love their suggestions. And I'm usually avoidant of getting games that are for 3 or more players because I normally play 2. But you know what? This came so highly recommended. I think I'm gonna give it a try. It's a trick-taking game of where you're playing as teens and you're trying to have your own style. That's kind of the story behind it. Then the next one that I have on my anticipated list is Flywiz. And okay, here's the thing with this one. It doesn't have English rules, but I think I will be able to understand it. Like I'll be able to translate it, figure it out. These publisher, designer, they have English rules for other games that they have. So I have a chat with them. But basically, what sold me on this game, again, I have no idea what this game mainly is, but what sold me was the witches. If you give me a game that has witches, I would immediately buy it, no questions asked. I don't know why. It's one of my favorite themes, like magic and stuff. I think it's a very millennial thing if you were brought up with Harry Potter. But yeah, I thought this was a very cute looking game. Okay, I tried to be a bit more like that one is my out of left field game. So for the next one, it's called Ragora. Okay, this one looks super cute. It's like a party game, and I think it's a memory game. So you flip like pairs, trying to make pairs, but then the conditions change. So maybe at first you're like, oh, it needs to be the same root vegetable. Then they need to have the same instrument. That kind of, I think, how it seems to be. It's a short one. It's cute. I just like the root vegetables dancing to the samba or whatever music they're playing. It looks really nice. Then for the next game, I have Hungry Birds. And this game was on Kickstarter, actually. And I saw it and I figured, oh, I could actually get it at Board Game Business Expo in Osaka. And it's again, it's a set collection card game that seems to be also like easy enough for children. The next game I have is Silver Bullet. This is a two-player game. It's like a battle card game, and I thought this looked so cool. So you're basically in a shooting battle, right? In a standoff, shooting standoff with someone, and you're playing the cards, and you're trying, I guess, to shoot the other person, right? I'm always interested for two-player games. Again, that's the count I normally play at. And this one seems to have high stakes, you're in a pew 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 setting. Then next one we have this game I couldn't get it at Tokyo Game Market, so I'm so glad it's like come around again. It's called Parkoon. It's so cute. You make your own amusement park, and these animals, they look like they are from Alice in Wonderland. um it seems it's a nice kind of it has like a building system, pattern building system, and you're moving around in this, what's it called, rondel system to activate, and you build, and you're making your park, and it's amusement, and come on. Like that is such a nice theme. And yeah, for 2 to 4 players, Parkoon, I'm gunning for that one. Like as soon as I get to the convention, I'm going, it's one of the ones I'm going straight. Yeah, in board game, in Tokyo Game Market, I missed getting the pre-registration for it. Oh, and that's the thing, by the way, if you haven't been to any board games convention in Japan, they do a lot of reservation forms for the games. That's why if based on these games that you're seeing, if any of them interest you, I recommend you find the Twitter of the publisher or the designer and see if they have a form, like a tweet where they say, you can reserve the game. Because that's usually how it's done. They can only bring, because these are indie publishers, they can only bring a few amounts of games, or they only make very few games. So they have like a reservation system. And if you don't manage to get a reservation, sometimes the only way you can get your hands on some of them is in the end if someone didn't pick up their reservation. But it's a bet. And then yeah, I lost my bet with Parkoon. I couldn't get a copy, but this time I will. Um, the next game I have on the list. Oh, this one! Wow, this one looks so good. It's called Tofu Shifu, and my god, the art is also lovely. But yeah, the theme is like a worker placement, kind of hand management. I think they said something, it has like something of deck building elements to it. But I love worker placement games. So, and this one has a restaurant theme as well. I love the restaurant themes. I pretty much I love all the themes, as you will notice, of these games. I'm heavily attracted to games based on their themes. So this one as well, the Tofu Shifu, is, I guess, one of the bigger or heavier games I will buy in this convention. And then we have the next game. It's called Maneki Neko Collection, which is a Rainer Knizia reskin, like Japanese reskin. Ooh, which, by the way, there's so many Rainer Knizia games in Japan, and a lot of them get their own kind of local version with their own local artist making the covers and the cards, and they're really nice. um, I'll probably make a video about it, showing you all the different versions of Rainer Knizia games that you can buy in Japan. But yeah, this is one of them. I think it's a reskin of an older games of his. and it has these cute cats on top of the kotatsu. It doesn't get more Japanese. It's so cute, and I really wanna get this one. Then next we have Live Express. Okay, again, I think I'm allowed to have like two random choices in there, but this is one I'm also going to check out. I have a feeling for this one. I'm going mainly based on a vibe, but this seems to be okay. It's a card game for 2 to 5 players, and I think you're kind of playing cards and you're trying to make the life story of your character pretty much. And you score points somehow with this. But I just thought it looked so cute. I thought it was funny that it's using these kind of Japanese clip art that you see everywhere here, and it has English on it. Then now for the last game that I'm anticipating to buy, it's At the God's Wing. Yeah, this one looks like a classic Japanese trick-taking game. You cannot go wrong with that one. It has very beautiful art. I like the kind of the god element to it. The colors are pretty. From again, you're kind of playing it with 3 to 5, unfortunately, but it looks nice. Like okay, so I found the page. So in this game, you'll repeat number showdowns. It's like a Mayfallow trick-taking game, and collect cards towards scoring. At the final scoring, the points for each color are determined by how many of the colors are in the center. And then you have your mood area, and an odd count of a color adds those points to your total, while an even count subtracts them. Winning tricks doesn't always mean a positive score. That's that, and those are my anticipated games. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10 anticipated games. Okay, good. We kept it in a smaller number. I think for the Tokyo Game Market, I went crazy. Which brings us to our next part of this video, where basically from some of the games in the list that we have of all the games with English rules at the Board Game Business Expo, some of them I already bought them, and I would like to bring them to your attention as well. So just because I don't have them in my anticipated list doesn't mean they're not nice. We have Bachi X Bachi and Umbrella. These are games that I have and I've played. I really like Umbrella. I think it's cute. I haven't played Bachi Bachi yet. That one is about kind of, I think it's a movement, abstract, a bit like chess, 2 players. One is the bee and the other one is the hornet, and they have asymmetric movements and powers. The next game that I have is called Tableside Wonder. This one is so cute. The designer of this, essentially what this game is, the designer has this guest house in Kyoto. It's kind of a board game themed guest house. And the game in it has the actual rooms and the various different games that you'll find in that guest house. So I thought that was really cute. The other game I have, which I've actually made videos about them as well, those ones were sent to me to showcase. It's like the first ones I've received as well for this channel, and they're these very like adorable indie games. They're called Best Family Forever from Today and See You in 10 Years. So if you want to check these out, I already have videos for them. Then we have Nightmare Millionaire, and this one I got recently and I want to try out. I heard that this designer made this game called Shinigami Kindergarten that a lot of people have praised. I don't know where to find that one, fortunately, but I got my hands on this one. Just the little Halloween guy at the front sold it for me. And then we have Acornism. This one is a kind of you lay tiles a bit like dominoes, and it's a bit mathematical in the way you do it. It's really nice. I enjoyed it a lot, and the components are so cute. You have all these different leaves in it, so I thought that was cute. And in general, this, I think, publisher house. They have a bit mathy games. The other one I have from them is Astreos. It's basically if Carcassonne, like I was going to say, if Carcassonne had a baby with the night sky, but essentially this is it. It's Carcassonne, but as the night sky. In a way, you're trying to make these enclosed sections that look like constellations, and you make points based on the stars around them. It has a UV coating, so it also kind of lights up if you're playing in a darker room. It looks really pretty. Find it a very kind of relaxing game to play, and I really like tile placement games, so that one was an easy buy for me. Then I have the Finger Crane Game Championship. So like I said, all these games are also exhibited and on sale at the Board Game Business Expo. I bought these at the Tokyo Game Market, but I have this already. I can show them some of them if you're interested, and then you can also buy them there. So yeah, Finger Crane Game Championship. This one, oh, I barely managed to get it right at the end, but it's kind of a party game. You are betting on how much the active player is able to pick from a stack with their eyes closed. There's limitations on like which fingers they're allowed to use, and then yeah, you can also mess up a little bit with them. And the production of the cards is really good quality as well. The other game I highly recommend is Matchstick Tycoon. And that one I actually have a video explaining the rules. It's such an old video. I think I didn't like the way I filmed it, so I may actually refilm it. But I have a playthrough of it as well, so you can get an idea of this game. This is pretty much it. Oh, I forgot a very important thing. I actually, and this is also like, okay, so I actually got sent some plate games to showcase before the Board Game Business Expo as well, that you can check them out. But I'm also signed up to get a crate of more games by myself because I really like their games, their whole idea. They have these like super cute small games. As you can see, here it is. Their whole ethos is, you know, making the games nice and small. They also take older titles and they give them, you know, a fresh paint, and I think that's really nice because there's so many games, there's so many past gems that are kind of getting lost in the saturation of all the new games, and the fact that, you know, some of those titles you cannot really find them anymore, and then they come in and they make them. So one game that I think I'm going to make an entirely different video about the plate games because they have such a big collection. So I want to showcase the ones that they've sent me that I've asked for, and then also the ones that I'm going to buy at the Board Game Business Expo as well. So that will be a separate video. But yeah, I hope some of these games I talked about interested you. And if you want me to make a video about the ones I already have, let me know. And if you're going, also let me know. I would love to meet up and say hi. I am equally as awkward in real life as well. And so, yeah, and actually play games. I would love to play games. I basically want to play games all the time, and it's my dream to go to the convention and then also just afterwards hang out with people and be like, oh my god, look at what we bought, let's play this. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for watching so far, and thank you to so many people that have been subscribing. Actually, this is a good opportunity to take. I've just recently started, and I know I'm very small and awkward sometimes, but I was what do you mean? We're 54 subscribers, and I think wow, that's amazing. And thank you to everyone that is watching and commenting and liking. It just makes me so happy. And yeah, I can't wait to make more videos showing you all these amazing games. I mean, I have them. Look at this. Look at this. I have boxes filled with games to show you. There's just so much happiness in these boxes that I want to share with you. And yeah, that's all from me. Doing the outros is always so weird. So I'm just gonna go bye, 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 bye.